The first quarter of the second half will kick off.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's Week 2 matchup between the Pioneers of Wichita West and the Crusaders of Cape Mount Carmel. I'm your host, Jackson Bezdek, and I'm coming to you live from Friends University. I'll be calling the shots for you tonight between the 1-0 Crusaders and the 1-0 Pioneers.
Number 5, Quentin Saunders. Number 6, Leon Dixon. Number 7, Jeremiah Brown. Number 8, Yahoo Mitzbo. Number 16, Rosh Millwood. Number 23, Ray Green. Number 35, Kapaun Hobson. Number 42, Jerome Raven. And number 78, Isaiah the Man Kennedy.
Kickoff is about to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. West coming off a great week last week, beating Hutch 38-14. Pretty one-sided matchup. West is big and physical, a lot more big and physical than Southeast was last week, and the Crusaders will sure have their hands full tonight. They're coming off a rough week last week with a victory, though. They did beat Southeast 6-3, but it was a hard-fought matchup. Ugly game, lots of penalties throughout the game. Crusaders finally figured it out in the fourth quarter, came out on top 6-3. Here is the kickoff. Crusader student section is going wild already. Kick is away. We are underway tonight. Kick is brought out from the Crusaders up the middle. Kicks out left side, back up the middle. He's going to be brought down around the 20. Oh, fights another tackle around the 25-yard line, but we do have a flag on the far side of the field. Curtis on the return for the Crusaders. Had a couple of great returns last week against Southeast. I'm glad they put him back out there for tonight's game. Let's see what the penalty is. That is a good start for the Crusaders already. This could be the break they need, get their momentum underway right here. They had a tough time last week, getting more than 20 yards on a possession. Let's see if this is enough to kick them off for tonight. Ball on their own 40. Kennedy back in the shotgun. He takes a snap, keeps it himself. He's going to kick it out right. He's going to throw it upfield, and it is incomplete pass. Curtis, the intended receiver.
James Kennedy's pass, intended for number 33. Cale Curtis falls incomplete.
Interesting play there to start the game for the Crusaders. Curtis did not look like he was ready to catch the ball there. Jarris did look like he was going to run. I think that's what the Crusaders coaching staff likes to do. They like to put their best athlete in motion. They like to roll them out. Jarris is good rolling out both right and left. Last week he did struggle to set his feet to make a good throw. He said he worked on that in practice a lot. He said he needs to get more accurate with his throws. And that'll be the key for tonight because West is big and physical and they are ready to stop the run game. 2nd and 10 from the 40. Kennedy takes a snap, hands it off to Shanka. Oh, he keeps it himself. He's out to the right side. Makes a double move, and he's going to be brought down around the 45-yard line. Solid run from Kennedy there, 5-yard gain.
Second by number 7, Jeremiah Brown.
Another read option there from Jarris. Good read there. I do think that might be the key for the Crusaders. They do like to run up the middle. Shanka's very good at running up the middle. Keeps his head down, he powers his way through. Tonight, West is big and physical. They are not afraid to stack the box and come at you. We got a 3rd and 5 from the Crusaders. 3rd and 5 at their own 45. 11 minutes left to go in the first. Kennedy sends 2 men in motion. Shotgun formation, takes a snap. He's gonna look right, fire left, and it's gonna be incomplete. intended receiver was Tiger Jones there, and it was not close.
Number 1, Tiger Jones falls incomplete.
And that could bring out the punt team for the Crusaders. Punt formation for the Crusaders here. Kennedy back. And a kick is away. Good punt there from Kennedy. Out to the West 20. And he's going to take a missed tackle there, and he busted out to the left side. He's down the sideline and breaks another tackle. He's finally going to be brought down at their own 43. Great run from Jeremiah Brown there. 5'7" senior for West. One of their better athletes on the team. A guy that Coach Edelhart said they need to watch out for tonight. West offense is very run heavy. They only had 7 pass attempts last week. So we'll see if they stick to that game plan. It worked very well, scoring 38 points against Hutch. And West is under center. Power I set. Definitely looks like it's going to be a run here. And it is up the middle. Breaks it out to the right side. He is out to the right side. He is breaking a tackle. And Stuhlsatz is going to run him down, but not till he gets to the Cape Carmel 30. Great start for the West Pioneers there. But there is a flag on the play.
Number 12, even Stuhlsatz on the tackle.
12. Taking on penalties in front of the foul. 2 plays. Down.
And that's going to bring it back for the Pioneers here. Tough break for West after a great run to start the game. That's going to put the ball around the Cape Mount Carmel 47 for the Pioneers. They will get 1st and 10 though. Good run to start the game here for West. Another power high set, 1 receiver to each side. And it's going to be a sweep to the left. And there are multiple flags on the play already. Another strong run. And he's going to be just short. Oh, they're going to give it to him. 1st down. But this will maybe bring it back for the Pioneers again. That is true. Another dumb penalty for the Pioneers. Shades of last week's game from the Crusaders and the Southeast Buffaloes. There had to have been at least 10 penalties for each team each quarter. It was a tough game to watch. A lot of penalties, and hopefully we don't see that again tonight. Fortunately, we've already had 3 tonight. That's going to bring up a long 1st and 15 for the Pioneers as they're brought back to their own 38. Pioneers going to be the shotgun set here. There's going to be a screens pass to the right side. He's going to fall down, and that's going to be a no gain for the Pioneers. Bring up 2nd and 15.
Pass to Quentin Saunders is complete. It'll bring up 2nd and long for the Pioneers.
Where's their quarterback? And that's going to be run to the left side, brought down. About a gain of 4 for the Pioneers. That's going to bring up a long 3rd down. Crusaders need to stop right here. Tackled by Jackson Powers, who had a great game last week. 1st start of his career. Him and his cousin Braxton making great plays up the middle. And that was huge for the Crusaders because the Southeast like to run the ball up the middle a lot. And the Powers were there, right there for him, just like they were last week. Shotgun snap for the Pioneers. Going to be a read option. He's going to give it to him on the right side. He's going to break through the hole. And the Crusaders going to bring him down for a good 3rd down stop. Pioneers get the ball across the 50, but that's going to be 4th and about 12. And Pioneers are going to bring on their punt team.
Bring up 4th down for the Pioneers.
So that'll be about 4th and 12 for the Pioneers. Looks like Andrew Chapman back in formation for the Crusaders. He's looking to bounce back after a rough game last week. He was all locked in today before the game. He's ready to go. Let's see if he can make a play here for the Crusaders. It's a short punt. Shanked it. And it's going to bounce. Crusaders are going to let it roll. And Pioneers are going to down it around the 25-yard line. So that's where the Crusaders will start their second drive of the night. So that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Crusaders at their own 25. See if they can get a better drive than they had last possession. Did not pick up a first down, went 3 and out after that penalty from the Pioneers. 2 men to Kennedy's right, 1 to his left. He's gonna send a man in motion. He's gonna, another read option. He's gonna keep it again to the left side. And he's gonna break a couple tackles and he's gonna get to about the 30-yard line. Kind of made something out of nothing there for about a gain of 4. And he was rushing the backfield quickly. He had to make a decision quick. Just was able to muster a couple yards. Bring up about 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6 for the Crusaders. Crusaders are going to send out trips to the right. Kennedy's got a man in the backfield with him. Second down for the Crusaders. And it's a run up the middle and a solid run there from the Crusaders. About 2-3 yards. And the Pioneers flown backwards.
Number 23, Hunter Shanka on the carry up the middle.
Shanka on the run.
Number 42, Jerome Raised on the tackle.
If they can find success, and the Crusaders definitely want to do that, they definitely want to have Shanka run up the middle a lot, because he had success doing it last week. Got a couple of huge third down conversions for the Crusaders in the 4th quarter. So if they can find a way to get Shanka some yards up the middle, get his confidence up, then they definitely want to feed him the ball throughout the game. Now 3rd and 5 for the Crusaders. Shotgun set. Kennedy's going to take it. He's going to roll out to the right. He's looking to throw, and he's blitzed. He's going to try and shake the tackle, but he is brought down by the 22-yard line. Quinton Sanders with a nice play there. Sophomore for the Pioneers. And that's going to bring up 4th and long. And the Crusaders are going to have to punt yet again. Another 3 and out there for Kapaun. Not the way they wanted to start the game here. Coming up about 6:20 left in the first. Pioneers have the only first down of the game thus far. Kennedy in punt formation. This is also a short punt to the left side, and it's going to go out of bounds. And Pioneers are going to get pretty solid field position here at about their own, about the 50-yard line. They're going to move it up a lot. Wow. So the Pioneers get the ball at the Kapaun 46. Seeing if they can build off the momentum from their first possession. They had a couple of solid runs, but penalties brought them back. So let's see if they can convert on their good runs here. Another power I set for the Pioneers. This seems to be the formation they like to go to on first down. Run up the middle, and he's going to go absolutely nowhere. Good stop by the Crusaders front line.
Tackled by number 21, Reed Edelhart.
Reed Edelhart with a good tackle there, son of Coach Danny Edelhart. Reed had a great game last week with his first career tackle and caused a fumble recovery for the Crusaders. Good play there to stop a Southeast drive in the 3rd quarter. Fullback dive up the middle, and Crusaders front line was not expecting that. And they're going to give him a first down there, and that's going to move the chains for the Pioneers.
On the run over the left-hand side. Tackled by number 3, Andrew Chapman.
That cut the Crusaders front 7 off balance there. Good play call from the Pioneers. They sent their tailback out to the right and gave their fullback the ball right up the middle. And they had a huge hole to get about 10 yards. And he's going to go nowhere for the first down. That's going to bring up 2nd down at about 9 or 10 again. Another good stop by the Crusaders front 7. See if they can keep this up throughout the game. West is very run heavy, as I said before the game. If Crusaders can figure out a way to stop the run game, then they're going to have a very good chance to win this game if they can figure out something on offense. West going to line up in that power I set again. 2nd and 9 for the Pioneers, 5 minutes left in the first. Run up the middle, and he's going to be brought down again after a short gain of 4.
Nelson on the left-hand side of the line. Short gain. They'll bring up 3rd down for the Pioneers.
Now they bring up 3rd down. Crusaders coaching staff thought they caused a fumble there, but they ruled him down before the ball came out. So they bring up 3rd down from the Kapaun Carmel 33 for the Pioneers. Let's see what West goes with here. They're going to go with a shotgun set. Still 3 men in the backfield for him. He's gonna roll out right, fires right, and then his pass is completed to the right side, and he's gonna take it, and he's gonna be brought down just before the goal line at the 1 yard line. And that is a 3rd down conversion for the Pioneers. Big play for the Pioneers there as they get the ball all the way to the 1 yard line. Big tackle by the Crusaders secondary there that saved a touchdown. Pioneers will more than likely try to run this up the middle.
Number 12, Jonas Rivers on that reception.
Probably going to try to get that fullback dive up the middle again. Let's see what they do here. And that's what they're going to do, and they are going to get into the end zone. For the first score of the game, the Pioneers are on the board. 6-0, 3:55 left in the first quarter. That run up the middle there for the Pioneers. Crusaders had a tough time stopping it. They made a couple of good plays, but the Pioneers have gone to that play about 7 times. Crusaders need to figure out a way to keep them to at least 5 yards of play, or they're just going to run up the score on them. And the extra point is up, and it is good. Pioneers take a 7-0 lead. 3:55 left in the first quarter. Pioneers off to kick the ball away to the Crusaders again here in the first quarter. After a drive where they basically just shoved it down the throats of the Crusaders with about a 33-yard pass play from a curl route on the right side that receiver broke and ran it all the way down to the 1 yard line. Kick is away, and the Crusaders set to return it. He's going to take it up the middle, and he's going to be brought down immediately at the 24-yard line. Solid gain, but the Pioneers kick team has been very good tonight.
Number 22, Jerome Rager on the tackle. Good special play for the Crusaders.
That'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Carmel Crusaders at their own 25. They're going to need to get something going here. They've had 2 3-and-outs to start the game. The offense definitely needs to figure out something here. Coach Edelhart talked to me before the game, and he said the big thing for the Crusaders tonight is the resilience of the team. West is big and physical. How are they going to respond to adversity? What they need to do is they need to keep their heads down and figure out a way to win here. And that's definitely harping on the offense here, as West is a very solid defense, only giving up 14 points to a pretty solid Hutch team last week. Kenny's going to hand it off up the middle, and he's going to be brought down for about a loss of 1. That is Shanka on the run.
Number 23, Shanka on the carry. Number 6, Leon Dixon on the tackle. It'll be a 2nd down for the
Shanka really had no room to go there. He was brought down at his legs, and that's, if you're going to tackle Hunter, that's the way you go. So you try to tackle him high, he'll just run over you and keep chugging his legs. That's probably his best quality as a running back. He refuses to go down, but the West defender there went at his legs, and he couldn't go anywhere. Trips right here for the Crusaders, 2nd and 10 at their own 25. Coming down on 3 minutes left in the first. Kennedy back in the shotgun. He's going to take the stab. He's going to look to throw to left side. He's going to air it out, and he's going to be overthrown, an incomplete pass, and no flag there. Jones, again, the intended receiver.
Kennedy's pass intended for number 1, Tiger Jones, calls incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd down for the Crusaders.
That Jarris Kennedy to Tiger Jones connection works out well for the Crusaders last week. Coming on their only touchdown of the game, Kennedy to Jones. Kennedy rolled out right, found Jones about the right corner of the end zone. Good play there. They have really good chemistry. They seem to read each other's minds out there. It's really impressive. Right there, though, Kennedy overthrew Jones a little bit. So I bring up 3rd and 10 there. A solid call on a 2nd down. Try and air it out, maybe steal a play there from the Pioneers defense. I'll bring up 3rd and 10 there for the Crusaders at their own 25. Kennedy stands a man in motion. Takes a snap. He's going to look for that man, and there's going to be a flag before the snap. And that's going to be going backwards for the Crusaders.
Flag on the play.
Fourth start. Offense. Number 33. Carmel penalties. Snap.
Killer penalty there for the Crusaders. Going to bring up 3rd and 15. They cannot figure out anything on offense. Shades of last week's game. KD shotgun set. He's got a man to either side of him. Sends one man in motion to the right. He's going to take the snap. He's going to look for him again. He is blitzed right away. Nothing doing. It's a screen pass up the middle. And he's got room to run. He's going to break to the left side, but a good tackle there from the Pioneers linebacker at the 30-yard line. Or else he could have gone for a big run there.
Number 23, Hunter Shanka on that reception. You bring up 4th down for the Crusaders.
Shanka, the intended receiver there. Shanka tried to get up the middle and break it out to the left side, but ankle tackled once again, or else he would have been on a big run there. That'll bring up a 4th and 5, the Crusaders. Interesting to see what they do here. Probably will punt it away. West got a man deep. And they're going to look to throw it, and he's got a man wide open downfield, and the pass is caught to the Pioneers' 40-yard line. Great play call there from the Crusaders, and a huge momentum boost for Kapaun right now. That is what they desperately needed.
Number 2, Andrew Gamino on the catch.
Andrew Gamino on the reception there. This was a play that they talked about in pregame today. The Crusaders wanted to go to. They wanted to go to it early because they knew they'd need a momentum shift right away. And they did. That was a huge play. Already down 7. Big play there for Kapaun. That's why they like to use Jarris as the punter. 1, he's a good punter, and 2, they need to use a trick play like that. They got their quarterback back there, and they could just run out of their punt set right there, and still have 4 receivers downfield. 1st and 10 for the Crusaders at the Pioneers' 40-yard line. Minute 20 left in the first, and another flag on the play. That's going to be a delay of game for the Crusaders. Just as they thought they had momentum, they're going to be moved back 5 yards. These are the type of things that the Crusaders need to work on as the season progresses. This was a killer last week, and the reason they couldn't find any momentum to drive the ball down the field, they'd have a couple good plays and be brought back by a penalty. They really need to limit these penalties in the next 3 quarters as the game goes on. But anyhow, it's 1st and 15. Crusaders are going to have to work with what they've got right now. Kennedy's going to hand it off to the right side, and he's going to try and get a couple yards, but the Pioneers are in the Crusaders' backfield as they bring down Curtis for a loss of yardage.
Initial contact, number 5, Quick Saunders.
Pioneers' big physical defense coming up with about 4 tacklers there. That's what the Crusaders have to look out for tonight. Pioneers' defense, as we saw in that 4th down, not incredibly disciplined, but big and physical. All 11 of them are great athletes out there. Crusaders are going to have to try and outsmart the Pioneers here instead of out-rough them, and it has not been going good so far for them. 2nd and 17 at the West 47. Kennedy in the shotgun by himself back there. He's going to be blitzed again. He's going to try and make something happen, and he's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Pioneers just bursted through the Crusaders' O-line right there. And we're in the backfield in about 1 second. Kennedy had nowhere to go, and he's going to be brought down for a sack. Another 3rd down and long for the Crusaders. This is what happened last week. Get 1 first down, penalty bringing back, and they can't bounce back from that penalty. They need to find a way to string together 5 or 6 big plays if they want to even have a chance of scoring against this West defense. And that'll end the first quarter here at Friends University. West Pioneers 7, Kapaun Crusaders 0. For all your automotive cleaning supplies, call Mark at First Impressions at 619-7444. Does your vehicle ever smell like you have just been in an Uber driver? Call First Impressions for ways to keep your vehicle smelling great. Call Mark at First Impressions, 619-7444. And we are back to start the second quarter. 3rd and long here for the Crusaders. Kennedy lone shotgun set, takes the snap. He's going to roll out left. Another big bleeds from the West defense, and they're going to bring him down for a huge sack as he is now at the 46-yard line of the Crusaders. Big 3rd down stop from the Pioneers there as the Crusaders face a 4th and very long. And that'll most certainly bring out the punt team for the Kapaun Crusaders. Kapaun O-line having a tough time keeping that West front 7 under wraps. They are just busting through the O-line, getting in the backfield in no less than 2 seconds. Punt is away, a very good punt there. That's going to put him inside the 20-yard line. West defense is going to let it bounce, and that's going to put him inside the 5-yard line. Wow. What a punt there from Jarris Kennedy. That is no doubt the Crusaders' best play of the night right there. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 at their own 3 for the West Pioneers. They do lead 7-0. West will no doubt look to run the ball straight down the Crusaders' throats once again. Worked very well for him the last possession. They ended up with a touchdown. It's going to be a run up the middle, and he's going to break through a hole for a solid 6 yards. He's going to be brought down about the 9-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down for the Pioneers.
Over the right-hand side of the line. 44, Jackson Powers.
Jackson Powers, another big stop for the Crusaders there. Man at that middle linebacker spot this year for the Kapaun defense. 2nd and 5 for the Pioneers here. Another under center power I snap. He's got a hold of the right side. He's looking for a block. He's going to get it. He's going to break it down up the middle, and he's going to be brought down about the 35-yard line. Huge run for the Pioneers. Got a gain of 25 there. Big run there. And that's what the Crusaders defense needs to stop. The big physical O-line of West, the speedy quickness of the Pioneers running backs, and they so far have been doing whatever they want to this Kapaun defense. First and 10 from the West 35 for the Pioneers. This time they're in a shotgun set. Looks like the Wildcat formation. They're going to run it right up the middle. He's going to be brought down by about 5 or 6 Crusaders for about a gain of 5.
Number 5, Chris Saunders on the right-hand side of the line.
And West has shown that no doubt they are a run-heavy team. Coming off of 7 pass plays last week, only attempted 1 tonight. And it worked out well for them. They gained about 35, put them at their own 1-yard line where they punched it in for a touchdown the next play. Their run game's their strong suit, though, and they're no doubt going to rely heavily on that tonight. West is going to go ahead and take a timeout here. They're first of the half. 9:46 left to go in the second. West still up 7-0. Well, Kapaun defense has shown that they're having trouble with the West offensive ground game. West is a smash-mouth football team. They're running all over the Crusaders right now. That was a big thing for the Kapaun coaching staff before the game. Really hyping up that defense. They have to stay resilient, stay working hard throughout the whole game. If they even give up a little bit, West will run all over them. Before you know it, they're down 3 touchdowns and the game's over. So they can stay locked in, stay resilient on defense. They could have a shot here tonight, but right now their offense is what's the problem. Seeming to get no plays on offense at all. Their only first down is on a fake punt on 4th and 5. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the West Pioneers. Another Wildcat formation, run up the middle, and he's going to be short of the first down marker. They're going to call the play dead at about the 44. It's going to bring up a 2nd and short, 43-yard line. About a 2nd and 2 for the West Pioneers here. Came out Carmel student section was getting loud on that play. They are packed into that little section there on those other side of the bleachers. theme is USA tonight, honor the victims of 9/11. We send thoughts and prayers out to all those families still affected by the 9/11 to this day. West has a run up the middle, and that's going to be a first down for the Pioneers. That is going to move the chains. About 9 minutes left in the second quarter. And the clock is not moving for some reason. There it is.
They'll move the chains for Pioneer. First down.
So first and 10 for the West Pioneers. Have not attempted to pass play this possession, but they have not needed to. They have driven 42 yards down the field so far. That little fullback dive they go to again, they're going to get across the 50-yard line. West will definitely try and mix that in. They already mixed it in the first quarter, and it worked out well. After a couple runs outside to the right side, they send their tailback out to the right. Did a fake to him and gave it to the fullback up the middle. That's really catching the Kapaun defense off guard, because they're expecting that tailback to get the ball, so they're kind of shadowing him. And that fullback's just taking it. Sweep to the right side. Gets a block, gets 2 blocks. He needs to break it out to the right. This is going to be a first down for the Pioneers to about the 31-yard line. West is running all over Kapaun right now. Kapaun defense needs to step up. Adelhart with another good tackle there for the Crusaders. Could have stopped the touchdown there. Let's see what the Pioneers can do here. This possession started at their own 3-yard line. They have just driven down all run plays. Kapaun defense has no answer for it. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Finally, is going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Great play there by Reed Adelhart again. Big hit up the middle. That'll bring up a second and about 8 for the Pioneers. That has been West's least successful play of the drive. Crusaders finally get a stop on a run up the middle. Let's see if they can make it back-to-back, because they desperately need to here. Another first down. The West Pioneers are in the red zone. Power eye set again for the Pioneers. Another toss out to the right side, and he's going to break a tackle, but he's going to be brought down. Gain of a couple yards there.
Number 34, Jackson Powers on the tackle. Then a third down for the Pioneers.
Powers with another tackle for the Crusaders. And there's a man down on the field for the Pioneers around the 30-yard line. And West is not sending out a trainer of any kind. He's just kind of sitting there. He's going to try and walk it off. He's going to hobble off the field. And we are back. Play clock is running. We're going to come up at about 7 minutes left to go in this first half. Huge third down stop for the Crusaders here. They desperately need this. Big stop here to put the Pioneers in a pickle if they're going to go for it on 4th down. Carmel student section's going crazy. West is going to pass it. It's got a man in the end zone, and the play is going to be batted down. A huge deflection there from the Carmel secondary to bring up a 4th down for the Pioneers. Good play action fake there from the quarterback as he rolled out to the right side. And West is going to come up with a 4th and 7 here. 6:52 remaining in the half.
Pass intended for number 13, A.J. McCullough, calls incomplete. Number 10, Isaac Smith on the...
Sophomore Isaac Smith with the deflection there. He's been big for the Crusaders last week. He's also their kicker. He's really needed to step up this year. Pass to the right side, and he's another incomplete pass. Crusaders finally have a 4th down stop, and they're going to get the ball at their own 28-yard line to start the second quarter for him
number
here.
4, Cassius Williams, calls incomplete. Number 24, Brandon Burr on the defensive play.
Junior Brandon Burr on the stop here.
First and 10.
Brandon Burr plays with more heart than any teammate I've had before. On the same baseball team here at Kapaun. That dude goes at it every single inning, every single quarter, every single play. No doubt the heart and soul of that Carmel defense, along with Doug Bates and Charlie Frisch. They're 2 best players. They're 2 biggest playmakers from last week. First and 10 for the Crusaders in the shotgun set. Kenny's going to keep it himself. He's going to roll out to the right side. He's trying to make a move, and he is going to get about a yard or 2. Brought down by the Crusader sideline by a couple of West Pioneers.
Over the right-hand side. Number 2, Xavier Parks on the tackle. We're going to have 2nd down for the Crusaders.
So 2nd down for the Crusaders here. They need to get a first down here, and not just so they can drive, but so they can at least keep the West Pioneers defense guessing. Pioneers have been throwing 8, 9, 10 guys at the Crusaders, and they've just had no answer for him. And until the Crusaders mix it up or get a couple first downs, West has no reason but to not change anything. And Crusaders are going to struggle throughout the whole game tonight. 2nd and 9 here. Kenny's going to run it out to the left side. He's going to break it up the middle. And he's, again, going to get about a yard, and that is all. That West linebacking core is having no problem getting into the Kapaun backfield.
We'll bring up 3rd down for the Crusaders.
I'll bring up a big 3rd and 6 here. Big for both teams here. West can get a stop here. They're going to force Crusaders to punt. That's going to leave them with pretty solid field position for another drive here. They desperately need this after a good offensive drive that resulted in 0 points last possession. Crusaders need this just because they need yards. That's just plain and simple. 3rd and 7 here. Kennedy in the shotgun for the Crusaders. He's going to take the snap. He's going to look to throw it right side. He's got a man, and the ball is deflected. And the Crusaders think he has it, and he does. Still going to be about a yard short of the chains. They're probably going to have to come out and measure this. Great play there by Tiger Jones. Great concentration. Keep his head on the ball while it was in the air. Deflected by the West defender. But he kept his eye on the ball the whole time and came down with it for a very nice grab. And they're going to give him the first down. So a desperately needed first down for the Crusaders here. Is going to keep the chains going, keep the clock moving. They're going to have 1st and 10 at their own 38. 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Trips left for the Crusaders. Kennedy in the shotgun set again, sends a man out in motion. He's going to look for him on a screen pass here, and he's going to be absolutely blown up. They're going to call that an incomplete pass, and Shonka is down. Huge hit there. West linebacker went in absolutely unblocked, and Shonka is down, and he is hurt.
Pass intended for number 23. Hunter Shonka falls incomplete. Defended by number 23, Ryan Green.
Ryan Green with the biggest hit of the night so far. And Shonka is down. This is not looking good for the Crusaders. As their best tailback and one of the senior leaders, Hunter Shonka, is down on the play. We are back here. Jackson Bezdek here, bringing the game from Friends University, Cape Mount Carmel versus West Pioneers. Hunter Shanka absolutely blown up on the last play. Thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. He got absolutely destroyed on a screen pass, and that was tough for the Crusaders to watch. 2nd and 10, and Kennedy's blitzed again. He's going to find a man. That's going to be a gain of 5 for Cape Mount Carmel. They're no doubt shaken up by this. Shanka, one of their best players on offense, their leading rusher at the tailback position, gets absolutely blown up on a screen pass. West defender came in completely unblocked there, and he is going to be, for sure, hopefully for his sake, done for the game. So I'll bring up a 3rd and 5 Crusaders. Let's see how they can respond to the adversity here. Ball in their own 43, trips left, shotgun set. Big 3rd down conversion here. Capon needs to get his 3rd down conversion, and Kennedy overthrows his man. That was Tiger Jones again. Connection that needs to happen for the Crusaders is not happening tonight. The only completion between the two tonight has been on a bobbled ball where Jones made a nice play on it, keeping his eye on it as it came all the way to the ground. Kennedy having a rough night throwing the ball so far, made a couple nice passes, but on throws like that, those are throws he needs to complete in order for the Capon offense to keep driving down the field. He's been very good punting tonight, though. Pinned him down at the 3-yard line his last time out here. 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Punt is away. It's to the right side a little bit. Pioneers going to let it bounce. Crusaders going to let it roll inside the 25-yard line. Another good punt here. Pioneers will take the field at the 24, 3:49 remaining in the first half.
Turnover on down. Wichita West Pioneers will take over.
Pioneers come out 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. See if they're going to go with another run play here. Yep. But Crusaders are all over it this time.
Number 22, Jamarian Nelson, on the play on the right-hand side.
Jamarian Nelson seemed to fall down on that play, which Crusaders will take. And he's still down. Another injured player for the Pioneers here, their 2nd of the night. So far, during the game, West has pretty much had their way on offense running the ball. Crusaders have made a couple nice plays. They made a big 4th down stop down around their own 25-yard line to get the ball back in their own territory, keep West from scoring. But West had driven from their own 3-yard line all the way down the field to the 25, running only run plays. They have thrown about 3 pass plays tonight. They only threw 7 last week. And the Crusaders knew this coming into the game. Their defensive game plan was set up on being a very run-heavy defense, trying to stop the run any way they can. And the players have been there for the Crusaders, but they're not making the tackles they need to. And West has just had their way, running all over him. Crusaders will no doubt fix this later in the game. They need to figure it out right now. Lead is only 7-0. West has failed to capitalize on some 3rd downs. They've had a couple of costly penalties in the first quarter that kept them from gaining any good field position. So we're going to be back in play here. 2nd and 10, 3:30 left in the half. Another run play up the middle and another broken tackle. And he's going to get to about the 33-32. Quentin Sanders has been very good at rushing the ball for the Pioneers tonight. He's pretty shifty, about 6'1", 185. He's fast and he's big, and he's the guy the Crusaders need to look out for throughout the game. He's one of those big physical guys for the Pioneers. Not huge, but he's physical. Not afraid of the contact, will run over you if he needs to. But his lateral quickness is also really well, which is helping him out tonight. 3rd and 1. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage, but he powers through, breaks another tackle, hits Sanders again. Another 1st down.
Number 21.
So the Pioneers will move the chain here, about 2:50 remaining in the half. Another time where the Cape Mount Carmel defense could not find a stop for Quentin Sanders. It's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Pioneers at their own 38-yard line. Shotgun set here. He's gonna keep it up the middle. Another run play. That's gonna bring him to the 40-yard line. I think the Crusaders would be ready for these run plays, having faced Southeast last night. The Southeast quarterback Quentin Thomas was very run heavy. Run first, pass second. That showed throughout the game as he failed to complete some easy passes. But he did have some very good runs against the Crusaders. Same as their best running back Joel Underwood did. Ran all over the Kapaun defense for about over 100 yards. So the Kapaun defense, you thought, would have had some practice last week against this run-heavy offense in the City League. But West has been shoving it down their throats so far. Run up the middle, and he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get down around the 50-yard line, brought down by a couple of Crusaders. Jackson Powers again in the mix there for the Crusaders. He's been good tonight for the Kapaun defense, made some good open field tackles, which they've desperately needed. Because when they're in the open field, West has all the momentum. Their shiftiness and their physicality is really hurting the Crusaders' open field tackling tonight. West is going to take a timeout here with 1:44 remaining in the first half. They have 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. We'll be back. For all your automotive cleaning supplies, call Mark at First Impressions at 619-7444. Does your vehicle ever smell like you have just been an Uber driver? Call First Impressions for ways to keep your vehicle smelling great. Call Mark at First Impressions at 619-7444. Pioneers are back out here, 1st and 10. Jackson Bezick on the call here tonight. Drop back to pass, a rare pass play. He's going to heave it deep down the field, and it's going to be incomplete around the 10-yard line.
Pass intended for number 81, Ezekiel Washington, falls incomplete.
It's a good ball there from Brown. Threw it deep down the field. That ball went about 45 yards in the air. It was an incomplete pass. He was just overthrown. Intended receiver was Ezekiel Washington. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Pioneers. Run up the middle, and he's going to burst through the hole.
Number 5.
And he's going to get to about 43-yard line. Quentin Saunders once again on the Pioneers run. And the Pioneers need to hurry up right now. They have 1:20 left. Crusaders need to stay on the field, make a couple big stops here, and try and see if the Pioneers can run out of time. 3rd down, there's a flag on the play or a timeout. Let's see what it is. Crusaders call a timeout here. They must have not liked what they've seen in their formation on defense. Adelhart, Burr, Coach Roberts must have not liked the formation the Crusaders defense was in and saw the Pioneers going to go with another run play up the middle that Kapaun Carmel was probably not ready for. It's also 3rd and 3, so they stop the clock now and they get a big stop here. Brings up 4th down for the Pioneers. They call another timeout and potentially get the ball back. Maybe 30 seconds left, trying to make some magic happen at the end of the half. Pioneers do get the ball in the second half. They already have a 7-0 lead, so it's going to be big for the Kapaun defense to step up here in order to not fall down 2 possessions and have to come back out on defense to start the second half. So players trot back out onto the field. 3rd and 3 from the Kapaun Carmel 43. West in that power I set again. And yes, a run up the middle. And he's going to break it outside. He's going to get out of bounds, which is huge for the Pioneers. Quentin Saunders again on the run at the 29-yard line. Isaac Schmidt's on the tackle for the Crusaders. And that's going to stop the clock and bring up a 1st down for the Pioneers at 1st and 10 from the Kapaun Carmel 29. That's a huge play there from West as they still have over a minute left to punch the ball into the end zone. Shotgun said he's going to keep it himself. He's going to go to the right side. He's got a lot of running room. He's got a block. And he's going to get inside the 15 as he powers through Jeremiah Brown. Jeremiah's had some really good read options tonight for the Pioneers. He seems to make about the right decision every time for the Pioneers. He's been a big component in their run game tonight, having a few good yards himself, and another timeout, and looks like it's going to be Kapaun again. Yep. So we have 53 seconds left in the second half. West has the ball at about the 11-yard line. All they need is a first down, and they're going to be into the end zone. So if the Crusaders see here, what West could do is they could run the clock all the way down to what they think they need, run a couple more run plays, because, I mean, tonight so far, 12 yards has been 2 run plays for the Pioneers, and that's all they need right now. West offense back onto the field. Kapaun defense needs to figure out a good formation here. No doubt they've been trying to stack the box all night. When the Pioneers see that they've stacked the box, they've done a pitch to the outside or a read option where Jeremiah Brown keeps it himself. He's been getting about 10, 12 yards each time. West's been very successful out of that power I set all night. They're going to go with here, 53 seconds left. And it's going to be a run up the middle again, and he's going to get about 4 or 5 yards here. They're going to put him at the 7.
Number 5, Clint Saunders on the right-hand side.
Less in their hurry-up offense right now. 40 seconds remaining in the second half. Clock is running down.
Number 79.
They've got second down in about 6. Yep. Shotgun snap, and he's going to keep it to the right side. And Jeremiah Brown is going to be into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Pioneers will take a 13-0 lead with 25 seconds remaining in the first half. And Kapaun defense has had no answer for the dynamic duo of Jeremiah Brown and Quentin Saunders. They've run all over the Crusaders' front 7 and secondary. Crusaders defense having no answer for them. That's a frustrating drive for the Crusaders as they give up a touchdown and don't have any time left to make anything happen on offense.
Number 66, Luis Perone, into the point after.
Kick is up, and it is no good. So the Pioneers cannot take a 14-point lead, but they do take a 13-0 lead over the Kapaun Crusaders. 25 seconds left in this first half, and I'm interested to see what the Crusaders will do here. West will probably either kick it short or try and squib it and run some time off the clock. And Kapaun defense will probably have to go about 60 or 70 yards for a touchdown. Isaac Schmitz, the field goal kicker, has hit some pretty good field goals in practice. His longest been between about a 40 or 45 yarder that I've seen at practice. So he is a good kicker, so if the Crusaders can get to that field position in 25 seconds, they almost certainly want to do that. They only have 1 timeout remaining though.
Number 2, end of the minute.
West kick team is on the field tonight. West kick team has been very good tonight. On all 3 kicks, or both kicks that they've had, this being their 3rd. They've brought down Curtis before he could get to the 25-yard line each time. And that kick is away. It is yet a deep one, fielded inside the 10-yard line. He's going to bring it out to the left side. He's going to find a hole here. He's got a hole up the middle, and he's going to bring it down to around the 41-yard line. That's Andrew Jamino on the return. Andrew Jamino, one of the shiftiest guys on the Kapaun team.
Number 12, Jonas Rivers on the top.
Jamino at only 5'8", is small, and he's not incredibly fast, but his lateral quickness, his ability to change pace on a dime is crucial for him, and he's a very good punt and kick returner. Last year as a sophomore, being the main kick returner for the Crusaders, had a lot of success with it, and he's going to bring the ball out to about the 42 for the Crusaders. Let's see what they can do with 17 seconds remaining in the first half. Kennedy in his shotgun set again. He's going to take the snap. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to try and find some room, but he has nowhere to go. He's going to be brought down for no gain.
Number 4, Joe Kennedy.
And Kapaun may let this run down until the end of the half. And that is what they're going to do. First half has come to an end. The West Pioneers, 13.
Kapaun
Carmel Crusaders, 0.
Please stick around for the Wichita West Pioneer Band.
Welcome back to Friends University for the second half of tonight's Week 2 matchup between the Carmel Crusaders and the West Pioneers. First half summaries, basically, West runs the ball down the field and they score a touchdown. They've done that twice tonight. They lead 13-0 over the Crusaders. Kapaun defense having no answer for the running game of the West High Pioneers. Led by number 5, Quentin Saunders, and number 7, Jeremiah Brown. Brown being the quarterback, Saunders the running back. Brown has been very successful with a read option for the Pioneers. He's made the right read seemingly every time, and the Crusaders have had no stop. Their open field tackling has been not very good. The formations they're set up in they're not too bad. I mean, they're in the right spot at the right time. They just can't seem to bring down a guy without having 3 or 4 guys having to make the tackle. Overall, though, for the Kapaun Crusaders, defense hasn't been terrible. They've made some big 3rd down and 4th down stops. Their only reason West has 13 points, they've had some crucial penalties that really hurt them in the first quarter. For the Crusaders, they need to figure out something on offense. That is the main focus for this half. They have 2 first downs tonight. One on a fake punt on 4th and 5, and one on a 3rd down conversion where Kennedy hit Tiger on a curl route. The ball was tipped up in the air and Jones tracked it all the way in and caught the ball right at the first down marker. Those have been the Crusaders' 2 only first downs tonight. So right here, as the Pioneers receive the ball here, Crusaders need a 3 and out or at least a stop on defense to get the ball back right away. They need a momentum shift right now. They need to get the momentum in their favor so they can go drive down the field. No doubt the Crusader coaching staffs made some adjustments over halftime. Their main focus had to have been tenacity, resiliency, keep going at it. If you give up now, the game is over. They have to come out strong here this first defensive possession. That was Adelhart's key to the game when I talked to him before the game. West is good. They're big, they're physical. This will be a very hard game to win. But the one way to do it is to stay resilient throughout the whole game. To not give up any downs, not give up any possessions. And the defense seemed to have done that a couple times last half. So let's see with a kick underway from Isaac Schmitz, how the Crusaders respond in the second half. The second half is underway. West is going to take it out to the left side. He's going to be brought down around the 33, but there is a flag on the play. And that's Jeremiah Moore on the return.
Number 12.
Sophomore of 5'7", 145. Jeremiah Moore, quick as lightning. He is all over the place for him. Very shifty, kind of like Jamino for the Crusaders. Lateral quickness is really good, but he's also got the speed. And that's going to bring the Pioneers back. So this is a good start for the Crusaders. This is kind of somewhat what they needed.
Gentlemen, can I have you guys move down there, just away from him? Just move down just a little bit. Be as loud as you want, just be loud over there. Thank you.
So we got 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Pioneers as they start their second half drive. It's going to be another read option there, and the correct decision is made again by Brown.
Back in the game over the right-hand side.
And that is going to be a gain of about 15 for the Pioneers, another first down, and that is something that Crusaders cannot have happen to them. 1st and 10 first downs are just a gut-wrencher for a defense. I mean, as an offense, if you can get a first down on 1st and 10, you feel invincible. Now your playbook's opened up. You can go with whatever you want, knowing that you have 2 or 3 plays that you know can guarantee you about 6 or 7 yards. So West will take it from their own 34, first down again, another read option. He's going to keep it up the middle this time, and he's going to be brought down about the 37-yard line. Good tackle there from Ethan Stuhlsotz coming in from the safety position. We'll bring up 2nd down for the Pioneers. Quentin Saunders again on the carry. So that'll be 2nd and 7 for the Pioneers. Crusaders need a big play here to set up a long 3rd down for the Pioneers. Pioneers back in that good power I set. They're going to do another fullback dive. That has been very successful in the first half for them. And that's Ronnie Thomas, number 3, 5'11", senior for West. Braxton Powers, one of the Powers kids, making a great play for the Crusaders up the middle. Those 2 linebackers have been big for the Crusaders in the first game against Southeast this season and tonight's first half. That fullback dive for the Pioneers has been very good. So they like to run outside a lot, do that read option, then they bounce it up the middle of that fullback dive. Play action here Saunders is going to roll out right. He's got a wide open man. That's going to be a first down and more for the Crusaders. And a little bit of a blown coverage there from the Kapaun secondary. And the Pioneers going to have the ball at the 35-yard line. Good play there by Quentin Saunders. Sorry, Jeremiah Brown, at quarterback. Made a good play action fade to the left side, rolled out right, set his feet, made a dime to the right side of the field. That'll set up first and 10 for the Pioneers on the Crusaders 36. Read option to the left side. Saunders got the ball, and he's going to be brought down just inside the 35-yard line.
Number 52, Braxton Powers on this contact.
Good play there from the Kapaun defense to set up about a 2nd and 8. And the Crusaders have made a couple good plays like that. The problem they've had is they can't replicate it. They can't have 2 solid plays in a row where the Pioneers are only getting 1 or 2 yards to see if they can get it here. Power right formation for the Pioneers, run up the middle, and he's going to burst through that hole again. He's going to get to about the 30-yard line. Big 3rd and 4 here for both teams. Pioneers can score on this possession. That may be the nail in the coffin for the Crusaders. With having no offensive explosion on the offensive side of the ball, Pioneers need this first down. Crusaders need this big 3rd down stop here to put momentum back on their side. It's going to be run up the middle, and they're going to get the stop here. Good play there from the Kapaun front 7. That's going to bring up a 4th down for the Pioneers. Jamarian Nelson on the carry for the Pioneers. Had a couple solid runs in the first half. Celebrating off a 4th and short for the Pioneers. Looks like they're going to go for it. Power eye set for them. 4th and 2 from their own 29. And a timeout has been called from the Pioneers. Coaching staff wanted to rethink the decision to go for it on 4th down. 8:58 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. And West's offense has done what they've been doing all night, driving down the field with run plays, and then opening up a pass play on a play-action pass that the Crusaders obviously weren't expecting. Good play call from West there to put him in a play-action. At that play-action, Brown could roll out to the right. He had nobody coming for him and had a wide-open man downfield with about 7 or 8 Crusaders really biting on that run play. But that has been the only pass play of this 3rd quarter here so far. So the West offense, the Kapaun defense trots back onto the field for the 4th and 2 at the 27. Big 4th down here for both teams, and there's going to be a false start, it looks like. Looks like the left guard for the Pioneers went early. Yep. That is a huge sigh of relief for the Kapaun defense, as they've really only held the Pioneers to 1 yard on a rushing play about 3 times tonight. Pioneers seemingly getting at least 3 yards on each carry, which is what they needed for the first down there. Now it's 4th and 7. And the Pioneers now have to make a good play here. Power eye. Brown's going to roll out again to the right side, and that is another play. That's going to be a first down for West. That same rollout that he had earlier in the possession works again on another play action fake. But that is going to be brought back for West. And now it's 4th and very long for the West Pioneers. The Kapaun Carmel defense bailed out again by a penalty from West. 2 costly penalties in a row for the West Pioneers. Then they're going to cost them their possession, have to bring out the punt team. So big stop for the Crusaders there if they're going to get the ball back and have a chance to put the first points on the board here in the second half. $8:50 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. West in punt formation. Chapman back again for the Crusaders. Punt is away, and that's going to be a touchback. A booming punt there from West. But it did not work out well because now the Crusaders are going to have solid field position coming up for their first possession in the 3rd quarter. Crusaders probably with the loss of Hunter Shanka. Don't know if he's back in the game or not, but he suffered a brutal hit in the first half off of his screen pass. West defender came straight from the secondary and absolutely buried him. So let's see who the Kapaun offense can come up with if they start their drive at their own 20 with 8:45 remaining in the third. Kennedy's in the shotgun formation. He's going to look to throw. He's going to be a slant over the middle, and that is going to be completed to Tiger Jones, Kennedy's favorite target.
Number 1, Tiger Jones is complete. Second down for the Crusaders.
Bring up second down. They're now going to call it back and rule it incomplete. So it could have been a good solid start from the Crusaders. It's now brought back, and they're facing a 2nd and 10 as Kennedy and Jones fail to connect once again. Kennedy in the shotgun again. He will take the snap. He's going to roll out to the right. It's going to be an end run to the left side. That's going to be a run up the middle, and Kapaun O-line is pushing him forward to about the 26. Senior Richard Estivo on the run there for his first carry of the night in the absence of Hunter Shanka, who will more than likely be out for the game with that injury he suffered in the first half. So I'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Kapaun Crusaders, about the 26. They need this desperately. And this is a huge play for them. If they get this first down here, they keep their momentum, they keep their drive alive, and what they just need to get the ball into West Pioneers territory, at least to gain some momentum and give the offense some confidence that they can make plays happen. Kennedy stands a man in motion. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be stopped up the middle.
Number 4.
He's going to be just short of the 30-yard line, bring up 4th and inches for the Crusaders. Interested to see what Coach Adelhart comes up with here. I think at this point you have to go for it. You have to try and punch it up the middle. Because in all honesty, the way West offense has been running the ball, if you punt this away, they could get it their own 40, 30-yard line. They're probably going to get to this point at some point. You punt it away, you're giving your offense no chance to get a first down here. It looks like they're going to go for it here. 4th and inches for the Crusaders, and Kapaun is going to call a timeout. So the Crusaders take a timeout here. West still leads 13-0. For all your automotive cleaning supplies, call Mark at First Impressions at 619-7444. Does your vehicle ever smell like you have just been an Uber driver? Call First Impressions for ways to keep your vehicle smelling great. Call Mark at First Impressions, 619-7444. We are back. Jackson Bezdek here on the call tonight. West leads 13-0. 6:57 left in the third. Huge 4th and inches here for the Crusaders. Kennedy looks like he's going to sneak it up the middle. He's going to drop back, look to throw, and he's going to get a man. Looks like Jones on the left side of the field. Bold play call there for the Crusaders, but it works out for him. West was nowhere near expecting a pass play there. And that'll move the chain for the Kapaun Crusaders. Huge first down, as now maybe they have some momentum here. A huge key for the Crusaders right now is to have a great play right here. This is where they struggle. They get first down conversion, then their first play on 1st and 10 usually does not result in any yards. A solid gain of 5 or 6 here could be huge for the Crusaders in the long run. Kennedy in the shotgun set. He's going to roll out right. He's looking to throw. He's got a man. Flag is out, and it is incomplete. And we're going to see what it is. Curtis, the intended receiver, once again. And that's exactly what I am talking about. Big gut puncher there for the Crusaders. They get a first down, and then they cannot capitalize on it. So the offense got their work cut out for them right now at a long first down they've got. Got the ball at their own 25. Kenny is going to be in the shotgun once again. He's going to take the snap. He's going to look for a screen pass. He's blitzed. He's going to roll out left, and he has nowhere to go, nowhere to throw, and he's going to be brought down. Another West Pioneer sack.
Number 6, Leon.
They're fourth on the day.
In for the sack.
The West front seven seemingly have their way with the Kapaun offensive line just bursting through holes each time. I mean, West is clearly bigger than the Kapaun O-line, and they're said to be a very physical team. Kapaun coaches and players, that was their one concern coming into the game, the big physicality of the West defense, and that seems to be working in the Crusaders right now. 2nd and 31. Yes, 31. And there's ball's going to be called dead. Let's see what the flag is now. Kennedy was hurried once again. He had to roll out of the pocket immediately. The Crusaders are going to be moved back even more. The penalties are piling up at this point for Kapaun. They're going to face a 2nd and 36. So, about 5:30 remaining in the third quarter for the Pioneers. Kennedy will take the shotgun snap. He's hurried again. He's going to be rushed out of the pocket, and he's sacked again.
Number 5, Quentin Saunders. And for the quarterback.
Quentin Saunders getting it done on offense and defense for West tonight, leading them in rushing yards, and comes up with a big sack here for them to bring up 3rd and an eternity for the Crusaders. At this point, Kapaun just needs some yards. They just need to get out from their own 10-yard line that they're in right now. About 4:40 left in the third. West still leads 13-0. Kennedy in the shotgun set, empty backfield, 5 wide. He's going to drop back. Good blocking here finally for Crusaders. Kennedy's going to let it go deep, and there should be a flag, and there it is. That pass way overthrown once again.
Number 4, Cassius Williams on the interception. We do have a flag on the play.
That's got to be pass interference. I mean, the West defender just absolutely brought the receiver down to the ground. Yes, the ball was overthrown. There it is. So they are not going to call it on the play down the field, but around the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up 3rd and about 30 now for the Crusaders. And they're going to want to throw long once again. No, it's a slant over the middle, and it is caught. Nice reception there, but it's going to be too little too late, as the Crusaders are going to have to bring on their punt team. Coming down on 4 minutes left in the third quarter. It's been a bleak night for the Kapaun Crusaders, finding nothing on offense.
Number 2, Andrew Domino on the reception. They'll bring up 4th down for the Crusaders.
Still only 2 first downs on the night for the Crusaders. Kennedy's had some great punts though, so that's good. That's been our best offensive play of the night, our long punts. That one is not long. That's going to be a West bounce. They need to down it, and they're going to get it about the 48. So West is going to have the ball in Kapaun territory right away. About 3:46 left in the third. Kapaun defense had a good start to the second half, causing West to punt the ball. West did have some costly penalties there. They had a 4th and 2, and they for sure were going to run it up the middle and try to get that first down. Then they went false start holding, which brought them back 15 yards, and then they eventually had to punt it away. So West can be in that power I set again, it looks like. 1st and 10 from the 48. takes a snap, another run up the middle. But the Kapaun defense is there that time. Except he keeps chugging his legs forward to the 45-yard line. Jamarian Nelson. Solid carry there after getting hit basically right at the line of scrimmage. Keeps churning his legs and spinning his body. Gets about 4 yards on the carry. About 3 yards it looks like. 2nd and 7 now. That's a good play for the Kapaun defense. I mean, they've seemingly haven't had a lot of trouble on 1st and 10. It's the 2nd and 6s, the 2nd and 7s, the 3rd and 3s, and they've really seemed to fail to make a solid open field tackle. Let's see what West comes out with here. And they're going to go with that fullback dive up the middle, and he has a lot of running room, and he is gone. 5, the goal line. He's going to be short of the goal line at about that 2-yard line. Ronnie Thomas punches it up the gut for the Pioneers. That fullback dive that I've discussed before has been huge for the Pioneers. I mean, when they run, 4 or 5 consecutive plays to the tailback, that's what the defense comes to expect. Then they punch that fullback dive up the middle. Kapaun defense is not expected to come. And West has been successful running that all night. Now they have 1st and goal at the 2. See if Kapaun can hold them from punching it in here. And they cannot, and West is going to score yet another touchdown. Javarian Nelson with the score here for the Pioneers with 2:38 left to go in the 3rd. And that big fullback dive there from Ronnie Thomas sealed the deal for the Pioneers on that drive. Kapaun defense struggling right now. I mean, big plays like that have been their Achilles heel throughout the game. West probably wants to go for 2 here to try and get that score back up to 21 after the mixed extra points and the 2nd half. He's gonna roll out right. He's got a man wide open. And great play there from Jeremiah Brown. Jeremiah's been really good at that play action fake tonight, catching the Crusaders off guard seemingly each time. Goes left, fakes the handoff, rolls out right. He's had a man wide open all 3 times. That play has worked for the Pioneers. All 3 times they've run it. They've gotten 2 first down conversions on those plays and now a 2-point conversion. So that'll put the Pioneers up 21-0 with 2:38 left in the 3rd quarter. Crusaders offense needs to at least get in the Pioneers territory here. That big fullback dive there for the Pioneers. I mean, that's the big play. They've had about 1 big play each scoring possession. The first few times it was a pass play, 1 curl route that we had a missed tackle on. It was brought down about the 2-yard line. Another one on that play action fake. And now that time that fullback dive up the middle. Those 3 big plays resulted in about 30 yards for the Pioneers, eventually leading to their touchdowns. West here to kick it away. And that's gonna bounce, and it does not go out of bounds. So Curtis is gonna have to return it. Breaks a couple tackles, and he's eventually gonna be brought down at the 10-yard line.
Tackled by a wagon load of Pioneers.
Another good play from the West kickoff team to keep the Crusaders at their own 10-yard line. Already a tough place to start with the Crusader offense that has already been struggling throughout the game. 2:30 left to go in the 3rd. West leads 21-0. Kapaun's got 1st and 10 at their own 10. Crusaders need to make some magic happen here, or at least some positive yards would be nice. They need to limit penalties. Their goal should be to commit no more penalties throughout the rest of the game. Penalties have been a killer for them. They get a first down, then they're brought back 10 yards or 5 yards. They get a seemingly big play, then they have a holding brought back. Kenny's going to keep it himself, roll out left, and he's going to shake a couple tacklers and be brought down around the 15, 16, 17-yard line.
Kennedy over the left-hand side.
Solid run there from Kennedy. That could be a good start to a good drive here for the Crusaders.
They'll bring up 2nd down for the Crusaders.
About 2nd and 4 for Kapaun, 2nd and 3 maybe. Clock running down, getting close to 2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. Kennedy's had the majority of the plays go through him tonight, either on a read option or a designed quarterback run where he rolls out. Last week they were pretty successful against Southeast, but this West defense just much more bigger and physical than that Southeast defense they faced last week. Kennedy hasn't found the success as much, and the Kapaun line is struggling to contain that West front seven. Kennedy in the shotgun said he's going to run again. He's going to put it up the middle, and a flag on the play.
Number 4.
They're going to mark it at about the 20-yard line.
There's a flag on the play.
But hopefully this doesn't bring the Crusaders back 10 yards for a holding.
Number 42, Jerome Butch Ray will be on the tackle.
Holding. Off.
Unfortunately, that is exactly what it is, and the Crusaders' promising drive is going to be on hold for 10 yards. And another gut wrencher for the Kapaun offense after seemingly a couple of good plays. What possibly could have been a first down there is now going to set up a 2nd and long for Kapaun inside their own 10 once again.
No, it's
I said that before the drive. They have a couple good plays and they're brought back from a penalty. These are the type of little things that you have to fix throughout the year if you want your team to be successful at all in the postseason. Penny in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off up the middle. A good solid run there, and that's going to bring him to the 11-yard line.
Number 6, Taylor Schoenhofer on the right-hand side.
Taylor Schoenhofer with the run there. Taylor Schoenhofer had quite the breakout game last week after didn't get much PT last year, but the Crusaders have really needed him to step up at that backup running back spot. And he played well last week, having a couple of good runs. And he looked good. He looked like a running back. And on that play there, he kept his legs churning and got a few good yards for the Crusaders that we needed. So that'll be 3rd and 10 for Kapaun. Kennedy's going to drop back to pass. He's got an open man up the middle. He's going to break to the right side. That's going to be a first down. And the Crusaders are going to move the chains on a solid passing play there.
Number 7, Jeremiah Brown on the tackle. Oh, move the chains for a Crusader. First down.
Kapaun finally gets that first down they needed. Coming up on 20 seconds left in the third, this could be the last play of the quarter. Let's see what the Kapaun offense wants to do here. That's a play where everything went well for the Crusaders. Kennedy had time. Offensive line did a good job giving him 3 or 4 seconds. He made a nice throw up the middle, and we got a first down from it. We found that seam in the West defense with an open spot. Found the hole, got the first down. So that'll bring the third quarter to a close. West still leads the Crusaders 21-0. Fourth quarter underway here. That's going to be 1st and 10. And a handoff up the middle here for the Crusaders. And a solid 7-yard gain. Schoenhofer with another solid run. Crusaders should keep giving the ball to him. He's been a good replacement for Shanka in this second half. After that brutal injury Hunter suffered in the first half. So here for the Crusaders, they got about 2nd and 2. They've already got a first down this possession. The momentum seems to be on their side. Let's see if they can keep it going. Kennedy in shotgun, he'll take the snap. He's going to run it straight up the middle himself, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That West front seven, their D-line is having their way with our O-line. Just seemingly bull rushing them every time. I mean, each play, other than a 3rd and long, it seemed to be a blitz for West. And the Crusaders can't seem to figure it out how to stop it. And another loss of yards for the Crusaders on a run play. So it'll bring up 3rd and 3 from their own 31. 10:40 left to go in the second half. West leads 21-0. Kennedy's in the shotgun again. He's got 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He's got a man in the backfield with him. He'll take the snap. He's going to drop back. He's going to look to his right. He's blitzed again. He's going to roll out, and the ball is loose. He's going to jump on it, and they're going to call it an incomplete pass. Again, the West defense in our backfield within a second once again. Kennedy has no room to go. Tries to throw it away, gets the pass off, but it goes to nobody. And that's going to bring up 4th down for Kapaun. They're going to rule an intentional grounding on that, which is interesting. It looked like he was hit as he threw. Normally when you're hit as you throw, intentional grounding is wiped out. But I guess they thought that he had a clear path to throw it. He did throw it to nobody. It did go off to the left side. So now we bring up a 4th and 12 for Kapaun. They're back by their own 10 again. Kennedy's going to punt the ball away. Another good punt there. He's going to field around the 50-yard line. He's going to bring it out and a missed tackle. And he's up to the left side, and he's going to break another tackle. And there are all sorts of flags on the play. Looks like a helmet's a helmet. That might be what they call. That was a tough hit there.
Foul. Leave the contact box.
That's going to move the Pioneers back a few yards, start their first drive of the 4th quarter. A couple of Kapaun and West players tangled up there after the play, got in a little scuffle. Really no point in that at this point in the game.
Now's the time to make that call.
This is a time where the Kapaun defense needs to lock in. They need a 3 now here to get the offense the ball as quick as possible. If they let some time run off the clock here, offense is going to have enough time to drive down the field. Hand off to the right side. He's going to run up the middle. He's got a block downfield. He's going to get the first down. Marion Nelson, another solid run. He's been their go-to back this half, and he has been having his way with the Kapaun defense. A couple solid runs, including a touchdown in the 3rd quarter. So not to start the Kapaun defense wanted to this drive. Let's see how they can respond. Responding to adversity has been a tough thing tonight for the Crusaders. They've not done it quite well. 1st and 10 for the Crusaders, 40 shotgun snap again. Another read option, handoff to the right side again. He's got more blocks downfield. And he's going to get to about the 15-yard line. Quentin Saunders on this one. He's also had a great game tonight for the Pioneers, running the ball very well. 2 big first down from the Pioneers. I mean, the Kapaun defense, that time just wasn't in position for it. Kapaun defense is tired, you can tell. Their legs are heavy. There's that fullback dive, and it's going to work again for 5 yards. That's all they want from that fullback dive. It's designed to keep the defense off balance. It's designed to keep them on their toes. Ronnie Thomas breaking a big 30-yard run in the 3rd quarter, bringing it down to the 2-yard line and setting up that touchdown run from Jamarian Nelson. 2nd and 4 from the Kapaun 11, power drive for West. Handoff up the middle. There we go. That's a good stop there from the Crusaders.
Nelson on the right-hand side of the line.
Nelson didn't have anywhere to go again.
Number 21, Reed Edelhart on the tackle.
Edelhart with another big stop. That's going to bring up 3rd down for West. Big 3rd down. If they don't get it here, they will more than likely go for a field goal. But 3 points is less than 7. Crusaders defense needs to lock in. This is the biggest play of the night for them right now. And it looks like West is going to take a timeout. So that'll bring up 3rd and 2 from the 9-yard line. 8:39 remaining in the game. West 21, Kapaun 0. For all your automotive cleaning supplies, call Mark at First Impressions at 619-7444. Does your vehicle ever smell like you've just been an Uber driver? Well, call First Impressions for ways to keep your vehicle smelling great. Call Mark at First Impressions at 619-7444. Pioneers. We're back. Jackson Bezdek on the call tonight at Friends University. 3rd and 2 here for the West Pioneers. Direct snap. He's going to take it up the middle. 1st down and more. Touchdown Pioneers. Their 4th of the night. Saunders out of that Wildcat formation. That's been very successful for the Pioneers tonight. And West is going to take a 27-0 lead over the Crusaders. That Crusaders defense is tired. Offense isn't on the field for very long. Offense can't seem to find their stride, really get any momentum going. That Kapaun defense is losing their legs and giving up big plays for West. They had 3 big plays this drive. Extra point is no good again. 2nd missed extra point. So that'll keep the score at 27-0 with 8:35 remaining in the game. As I was saying, the last 3 touchdown drives for West have been due to a big play, at least a 30-yard play for them. That time they had 2 1st and 10, first play to drive, 12 yards, 1st down. 2nd play, 1st and 10, another 25 or so yards. And that already put him at goal to go. And at that point, I mean, once West has gotten to that 10-yard line area, Kapaun's had no answer. Big physical West team that the Crusaders coaching staff was worried about seemed to show their worth tonight. Last year, when these 2 teams met, West had just come off of a huge win, week 1 Hutch, beating them 55-14. The next week they played, the Crusaders defense held West to 2 total yards on offense. Yes, West had 2 yards on offense against us last year. Won the game 6-0. It was an incredibly ugly game to watch. Not very fun, but we pulled out the dub. This has not been the case for this year. West definitely has more than 2 yards on offense. They also have 27 points, and we have 0 points. Kick is away. It's going to be field of running start. Taking about the 30-yard line. He's going to try and bust upfield. Cannot. He's down about the 35-yard line. That's Curtis again. Solid return there from Curtis. Had a running start about 10 yards. Took it in stride. Couldn't get much going. The West kickoff team has been pretty good at containing the Crusaders up the middle. So the Crusaders have 8.5 minutes remaining in the game. They need 4 touchdowns. And first one needs to start on this drive right now. Ball on their own 35, 1st and 10. Kennedy will take it in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers at each side of him. Got a man in the backfield with him. It looks like a Steve-O. Kennedy will take the snap. He'll drop back. He's looking up the middle. He's blitzed again. He's going to throw on the run, and it's going to be caught. Great catch by Tiger Jones there. Andrew Jamino on the catch. Finally, Jamino getting some PT in at wide receiver. He's another playmaker that the Crusaders need to have out there on offense. Listed as a backup quarterback to Kennedy, but now the Crusaders seem to be integrating him into the offense anyway, anyhow, which is good. He's a good playmaker. He's very shifty. He's quick, and he's tough to bring down. And he makes a nice catch there to put the Crusaders in Pioneer territory. Read option there, pitch to the outside. And he's going to be hit hard at the 45. That's going to be a loss of about 4 for Kapaun. No room there for Estivo to run.
Number 5, Richard Estivo on the carry on the left-hand side.
So I bring up 2nd and long for the Crusaders after a big first down conversion. That has been the story of the night for Kapaun. Big first down conversion. 1st and 10, they cannot get positive yards even. I mean, they're either getting brought back with a penalty or getting brought down behind the line of scrimmage, and we see that again right there. Big play situation here for Kapaun. Kennedy's in the shotgun, to his left and right again. He's looking to throw to that left side again. He's got a man down the left side of the field, and it looks like it's going to be a first down.
Pass number 33,
Curtis is
complete.
shaking up on the play, gets up though.
Number 23, Ryan Green on the tackle.
And it looks like they're going to move the chains. That'll be a first down for Kapaun. That's how you come back. That's how you face adversity right there. A rough 1st and 10 play, come back, get a big 2nd and long conversion. That's the first time they've done that tonight. And that's been the outcome of scoring 0 points. So now the Crusaders got good field position at the West 31. Kenny's back in the shotgun. He will take the snap. He's looking to throw again. He's got a man up the middle, and it is overthrown just a tad for Jamino again.
Kennedy pass intended for number 2, Jamino. Ball's incomplete.
Jamino seems to be fitting well into that slot receiver position. Kind of taking on, hopefully throughout the season, a Julian Edelman type role for the Crusaders. Finding seams up the middle, trying to find the holes in the defense, sitting there, receiving the pass up the middle, trying to push forward for a couple more yards. Looks to be the case there, but Kennedy overthrew him a little bit. I'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Kapaun. Ball in the 31, shotgun set, trips left. Kenny's going to look to his left. Now he's going to fire right. And that pass is going to be
Number 15.
incomplete. Max Proud is the intended receiver.
Number 1, Clark Johnson broke the play up.
It looked like it was almost intercepted from Johnson there. But that'll bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Crusaders. They get a break there. Let's see if they can convert here. Crusaders been very pass heavy in this possession, which they kind of need to. If they keep running the ball, clock's just going to wind down. Kennedy stepped up and made some nice throws this quarter, which he's desperately needed to after a rough first half at the quarterback spot. He's going to take snap again. He's looking over the middle. He's got Jones. Jones is going to be batted down. Can't come up with it. And that's going to bring up 4th and 10 for
Pass
Kapaun.
intended for number 1, Tiger Jones.
I think you have to go for it at this point. I mean, this could make or break the game right here for Kapaun. A first down here at least keeps their hopes alive. Possibly put some points on the board. But a failed 4th down conversion here, and that could be it for Kapaun. So 4th and 10 here. Kennedy's in the backfield by himself. And there's going to be a timeout, looks like by West. West defensive coordinators, head coach, want to talk this one over. Because this is also a big play for the Pioneers. They get the stop here. The game is essentially in their hands. Kapaun only has 2 timeouts left. With 6:30 left remaining in the game, West can simply run down the clock by getting first down conversions. So definitely a big timeout here for West. Yes, it is their last of the half, but this is probably the last they'll need. They can really lock in on defense here, make a stop. That could be the end of the game. Crusaders probably happy they got a timeout there. Chance to talk things over, make sure they got the play they want. They've drawn up some nice plays this half. They just haven't been able to connect on their passes. The West secondary, give credit to them, made some very nice plays on those passes up the middle on those slant routes. So the teams will trot back onto the field with 6:32 remaining left in the game. Kapaun will try to do here more than likely. Probably want to find that slant up the middle again, which is probably their best bet. That's their safest bet. That's been a pass play they've completed on the most. Kennedy does have Jones to his far left side, closest side to the camera here. They like that fade route to Jones on that left side, but I don't know if that's the move on 4th and 10. Kennedy's got the empty backfield. He's going to look to his right. He's going to turn back left. Jones had a slant up the middle that he saw. Too late, and is intercepted by West. And he could take this to the house. He's at the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, West Pioneers. And that is the nail in the coffin. Thankfully, that's going to be a first down for the Crusaders as that play is brought back. Wow, what a break. That is a definition of catching a break right there. West was about to be up 33-0. Instead, Kapaun should have a first down. That was pass interference on the West defender there. As Kennedy saw it, Jones made a good move up the middle. He had that slant right up the middle I was talking about. Kennedy saw him, but he saw him too late. Got blitzed, he had to throw from his back foot. You never want to throw from your back foot up the middle. That resulted in an interception. Luckily, they now have the ball at the 16, 17-yard line. New life for the Crusaders offense here. 1st and 10. Let's see if they can get some positive yards here. 6:14 remaining. There's that fade route. This time it's intercepted. And he's going to break it up to the right side.
Number 7. Adair, intercepted again.
Unclear on what happened there. Some obvious miscommunication between Kennedy and Jones there. That's a rare sight to see from those two, as they usually have good communication. They did that fade route to Jones on the left side, as I said. They do like to run that play on 1st and 2nd down opportunities. 1st and 10 from the 15 is a good time to do it. But Kennedy underthrew, and it looks like Jones wasn't even expecting it. And that was an easy interception for the West defender. And that's going to give the ball back to the Pioneers. They've got 1st and 10 at the Kapaun 22 with 6 minutes remaining. And the West will no doubt try and run this clock down. And he breaks through a hole. He's at the 40, 45, 50. He's at the 40, 30, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. And touchdown Pioneers. Jamarian Nelson, 78-yard touchdown run. The West fans are going crazy. They know that's the end of the game. That's a one-play touchdown for the Pioneers there. That is tough. That is a tough scene right there. That's rough. Wow. Solid blocking from West there. Nelson only had to break a couple tackles, and he outran that Kapaun secondary. Wow, he is quick. I mean, that was an impressive run from Nelson, no doubt. You have to be thinking the Kapaun Carmel Crusaders showing no signs of life over there on the sideline or on the field. Kick is up and good. This will put the Pioneers up on the Crusaders, 34-0. 5:51 remaining left in the game. Pioneers set to kick it away. Hopefully the last time kicking tonight, or else that would just suck, to be honest, to be frank with you. 5:51 remaining in the game. Crusaders set to return. Kick is up and away. Taking it at about the 10, he's going to run it up the middle, bust it out to the left side, it's Jamino. Jamino's going to take it across the 30 to about the 31. Solid run there from Jamino. So the Crusaders set up shop at the 31, 5:44 remaining in the game. Pioneers really holding on to that 34-point lead. At this point, what Kapaun needs is just confidence. They can't lay down and just give this game to West right now. Victory may not be in the cards for the Crusaders tonight. What they need to do here is build up some confidence for next week. I mean, you have to take a positive out of the game. And if you play the last 5 minutes really well, that's a positive you can take into next week. But there's a flag. And it's another false start. And we're going to go backwards again. And now we're going to be at the 26-yard line. As I was saying, positivity is key. So right now for the Crusaders, they need to, I don't know, figure something out. I mean, it's a little too late for that. But if they can build up some good confidence ahead the next week, I mean, even just get some points on the board. You never want to get shut out. It's the worst thing to have happen to you as a team. It's just an absolute gut-wrencher. In at quarterback is Andrew Gimino. And it's a screen pass to the right side. Oh, with tackle broken. He's going to bust it up the right side. Tiger Jones. Solid run there for the Crusaders. There we go. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. That's what we need. I mean, solid plays like that. I mean, now we see, I mean, that screen pass can work for us next week. Just little things like that you can take into the next week. Because you can't come out of a game with everything being negative. And at this point, that's kind of what we're looking at. Gino's in the shotgun set. 1st and 10 Crusaders. Handoff up the middle, and that's going to go for about 2 or 1.
Number 6, Taylor Schoenhofer on the carry on the right-hand side.
Schoenhofer on the carry. Whew, good stuff. So Kapaun will have a 2nd and 9 opportunity here. 5 minutes remaining in the game. Gimino's in the shotgun set. He will take the snap. He's looking to throw to the left side. He's going to roll out that way. He's going to take it up the middle. He's got some room. He's going to run. He's going to get a 1st down. He's going to bring it to about the 44-yard line. And another 1st down for Kapaun there at the 45. That will move the chains for the Crusaders. Good play there for Gimino.
Andrew Gimino on the carry. That moved the chains. We're 1st down. Number 16, Rock.
I mean, this is the kind of positivity we're talking about. I mean, what I like what Kapaun did tonight is they incorporated Gimino into the offense. Now, Kennedy will more than likely be the starting quarterback for next week, which is expected. But now they've seen Gimino at receiver this week, and he's been really good in the slot for him. And you need as many playmakers as you can on offense. That's what this team needs right now. Ball deep on the right side, and it is incomplete. It would have been a huge play for the Crusaders to maybe put some points on the board to make an incomplete pass.
Number 20, Logan Woodward, ball incomplete.
That is junior Logan Woodward, 1st-year football player for the Crusaders. Logan's about 6'1", and he's a pretty good athlete. He's got good hands, kind of. But he's really athletic, jumps pretty high, and he's a good route runner. Gimino's going to roll out to the left side, and he's going to throw it short. It's going to be incomplete.
Number 15,
It's Crowdis on the play. So as I was saying, now we've seen Gimino play slot receiver. We know what Jones can do. We know what Kennedy can do. Hopefully Hunter Shanka's okay. I mean, he took an absolute brutal hit. That was tough to see. He may not be back for next week. We can hope that he is. But in his absence, we've seen Taylor Schoenhofer and Richard Estivo step up and have some solid runs. Schoenhofer really looks like a running back out there. Estivo is kind of like Shanka, except he's a little shorter at 5'7". But he runs really hard. I mean, Estivo plays like he's huge. And a muffed snap there, and that's going to put us back at about the 50. It's going to bring up 4th down for us. 4 minutes remaining in the game.
Number 2, Eddie Gimino on the carry.
I mean, I think we have some idea of what we want to do next
Number
week.
42, Jerome Bush.
This is a good wake-up call for the boys in blue, honestly. I mean, the physicality of West is what everyone had been harping on all week. We knew their run game was going to be explosive, and it 100% was. I mean, you have to give credit to the Pioneers. They ran the ball really well tonight. Their blocking was really solid. Our front seven had a tough time trying to contain them. While we did make some good plays at time, we missed too many open field tackles. Secondary, that's going to be incomplete, and West is going to set up shop at the 50 with a 34-point lead. 3:24 left in the game.
Pass is in for number 1. Second down call. Incomplete. Turnover on down. Pioneers will take over. First and 10.
Big deal for the Crusaders. Really, I mean, the little things kill us again tonight. I mean, penalties, when we seem to have momentum, penalty would bring us back. Just things like that can't happen to a team. You're going to have penalties because that's part of football. I mean, no one's expecting them to be perfect. Certainly not perfect. We're expecting them to have penalties, but the penalties you can't commit are the ones after a solid 12-yard gain for first down, and then the next play you have a false start and bring it back 5 yards. I mean, that just sucks all the momentum out of an offense, regardless of what team it is. West did this tonight too. I mean, they'd have a good drive, then they'd have, 2 penalties in a row that'll bring them back. Tuck from junior Liam Smith there, another first-year football player for the Crusaders. Crusaders seem to be emptying their bench here. Good to get some guys some experience right now. Still have some starters in there. And there's that fullback dive. And Ronnie Thomas just bullying kids at this point. I mean, that's the kind of physicality that West brings to the table. Ronnie Thomas is 5'11", 210, so good luck tackling him when he is running at you at full speed. Keys for the Crusaders this week at practice. This is a very big week at practice. This week of practice is what make or breaks a team. They can either lay down, say, dang, we suck. We're never going to beat a team other than Southeast. We're not good enough. Which some teams would do at this point. I mean, they're losing 34-0. Let's see if they can make a stop here. Nope. Almost another first down. 2 minutes left remaining in this game. Or what they can do is come out and practice next week and go, hey, here's the deal. That was a rough week, but now we bounce back. Coaching staff, big words for tonight: adversity, tenacity, how you respond, being resilient. I mean, those are the kind of things that this Kapaun team needs at this point. They need support from the parents. They need support from the fans. They need support from us as students. We can't give up on this team now based off of one bad game. Everybody has one bad game. It's going to happen. So next week for the Crusaders, they need to focus on limiting penalties and offense. And West is going to kneel this down. Clock is going to run out on the Crusaders. So this looks to be the end of the night. A minute remaining in the game. But it's over. West is going to run down the clock. This has been a tough scene for Crusader fans. Crusader players obviously destroyed by this one. Boys, here's the deal. Sleep on it tonight. And they're going to need one more kneel to complete this game. Sleep on tonight. Don't worry about it tomorrow. Come back Monday and get to work. Monday, Tuesday are the 2 biggest practices of the year. They get after it. They get to work those 2 days. Good things are coming in their future. This team has a lot of talent on it. There's no reason why this team can't be above 500. Tonight is a wake-up call. Offensive adjustments need to be made. Defensive adjustments need to be made. But I have no doubt that they will be made. And that's going to wrap it up here tonight at Friends University. The West Pioneers beat the Carmel Crusaders 34-0. This is Jackson Bezdek, and good night.